Good evening and welcome to Plum High School for this special presentation, the inaugural Western Pennsylvania Softball All-Star Game here on High Top Sports Network, presented by Armstrong Indoor Athletics. My name is Joe Rhodes. Glad to be here with you this evening. One more go of things before we call it a school year, the 2023-2024 school year. About to have the book closed on it here tonight. Plum, the best seniors from around the WPIAL competing in this first ever All-Star Game. A great job by the folks here that put this together to let these seniors have one more game and send them off well. Josh Schreckengost running around looking for a bucket to sit on. Will be joining us here shortly. It should be an exciting night. Glad to be here. We've done the Cager Classic in the past. We've done the We Serve First All-Star Game as well. So really proud to be here. I'm glad to be here. And should be an exciting night here at Plum. Things about to kick off at 8 o'clock. Maybe get started a little bit earlier as the participants are being announced right now. Trying to just get things situated here. First ever All-Star Game, so things are a little not exactly situated quite yet, but hey, anything for the first time is hard to do, but we're going to stop, pause, and for the national anthem here at Plum High School. And as you heard there, Josh said, "Ode to Terry Steffi." Shout out to Steffi's Country Catering. Get your grub on. And we were sitting on buckets, and something the Armstrong County Hall of Famer Terry Steffi knows all too well. Seen him at games. If you watched him coach, he's always sitting on a bucket. Not a creature of comfort, that Terry Steffi. Doesn't mind roughing it, sitting on a bucket. And so do we here tonight at Plum as this All-Star Game gets kicked off. Josh Schreckengost, as mentioned, will be joining me here shortly. Things are going to be a little bit kind of interesting, I guess is a word for it, as we will we have a roster, but we don't have numbers. As if you notice there during the national anthem that these players are wearing their uniforms they wore during the regular season. So you're going to have double numbers, you're going to have some confusion as far as that goes, but again, it's an all-star game. We're here to enjoy it, have some fun, Josh, and hope the folks out there are going to enjoy it as well.
Yeah, a balmy 86 degrees here at game time. I'm sweating.
Yeah.
Profusely. But yeah, I heard you say it when I came back. I grabbed those buckets for us to sit on here at the table right next to home plate, and I thought, man, I'm feeling like Terry Steffi, one of our great sponsors, Steffi's Country Catering. And if you ever watch Terry manage a game, he sits on a bucket, a ball bucket. Nowhere else. Never a chair, never on the bench.
A bucket indeed. So, Josh, real quick question. Do you have a pen or a pencil? We're going to be...
I don't.
Mr.
Great
Mike,
journalist I am. I do not.
Mr. Mike Love, maybe you do. Do you have a spare pencil by chance, sir? Mike Love coming through, as always. Mike Love of the...
Mike Love and Fuego.
Appreciate you, Mike. I'm literally on fire. He's on fire. It is a little balmy out here, but glad to be here. Nonetheless, Josh, Try to get you some sound. How's about now?
No, not yet. Oh, wait, there we go. Oh, I'm back. Hello.
Oh, there you go.
I can hear.
But glad to be here. Not sure who's starting on the mound. Not sure who's batting first. We're going to kind of listen to the PA and kind of go from there.
Well, it's going to be, as we were told by Plum head coach DeLeonardo, he said, it's going to be kind of a crapshoot this year. It's the first one, and I said we did the We Serve First All-Star Volleyball Classic, the first two of those actually, and the first one was, you're feeling things out, Joe. You're finding out what works, what doesn't work, and it pushed the game back a couple hours due to the heat today. That one fouled right back at our face. But, yeah, it's a feeling out process, if you will.
I don't know why it says there are 25 hits and 10 hits.
It's a lot of hits.
Yeah, it certainly is. Not sure where the hits are here. It says 0 on our little thingy there, but not sure. Oh, there we go. This one blooped up by the Norwin senior, number 14. I'm going to guess that's maybe Brooklyn Koch popping out to second base there. There we go. So the format, I do know this, Josh, it's going to be either 3 outs or 3 runs. So
yeah.
I think that's in an effort to not keep these folks here for a long time.
Also conserve the players, too. It's super warm. You don't want to overexert in weather like this.
That's a ball to the second batter here from Southmoreland. I think that's Madison Brown, maybe. Ooh. This one spanked hard back to the wall, but brought in. Nice catch there in left field.
That's got to be Jasine Sanders out there from Woody High. I believe those are the colors.
Jasine, nice catch. Give her props.
She read that one perfectly off the bat, just a couple steps back, and a tall girl out there in left just reached up and snatched it, 2 down.
So we'll have a Fox Chapel batter coming to the plate here. We have a couple, we only have one, I believe, from Fox Chapel. Mia Dunleavy, a third baseman. See if this is her, not sure, but a strike there. I'm trying to see so the pitcher doesn't have her uniform on.
Yeah, I was trying
Boston College.
It definitely looks like Boston College. I think it's Sarah Catholic, actually. Madison Zigarovich.
Okay, there you go. So Madison Zigarovich.
Get that camera real fast.
In the circle here for the black team. I believe it's the black team that's out in the field. The gold team that's at the plate. Johnny on the spot there. We're probably not going to keep balls and strikes here tonight, but as you see on your screen, but we'll keep runs and important stuff. There's 2 down here in the first inning. First 2 batters going down after a bloop pop up to second base and a fly out to left field. And I do believe this is there's only one Fox Chapel player. Yep. So this has to be Mia Dunleavy, third baseman.
Ooh, good changeup.
Strike 3 looking. Nice pitch there.
No, Zigarovich, man. Like coming in, changing speeds right there and freezing the batter for the backwards K.
So now the black team the gold team will come to the plate now. Got many familiar faces on that as we cover a lot of sports in Armstrong County, Butler County, Indiana County, and the sort. Josh, right there at the top of the list, Olivia Zimmerman, great pitcher for Indiana.
Of course, we know Sydney Selker very well.
Yep, Sydney, another excellent pitcher. She's heading taking her talents to the MAC.
That's right, Ohio, baby. What is Akron? Zips?
The Zips.
Yeah, Zips.
They are the Zips. And very familiar with the team, as we mentioned, out in the field now, that the gold team. So I had it backwards. Black is batting. Now gold is out there. There's nothing to tell us what team is who. But the reason I know this is we know that young lady in the circle quite well, Madison Baker, pitcher for Armstrong. She's going to get the start for the gold team.
Whitfield champion this year,
yep.
5A.
Another state playoff run for the Riverhawks, falling short this year in the quarterfinals to District 6 champion Central Mountain. it looks like for this black team, they're making things a little bit easier on us. They're going to go right in order, Josh. And it's going to start with the aforementioned, oh, I'm sorry. That's the gold team.
I think they said.
Wait. Oh, okay. No, I'm sorry. So black is on defense. Gold is batting. And there we have it. And this is Zimmerman leading off for Indiana, the pitcher, as we mentioned. An excellent career in Indiana.
Boy, she must have grown a couple inches since her sophomore year. I don't remember her being that tall.
Yeah, we have an interesting view here right behind the backstop. Typically, we're somewhere in the outfield, somewhere further away. Tonight, a little bit closer.
Unless we're at North Allegheny or Neshannock, those two places with press boxes this year we got.
Yeah, that was very nice as Baker gets that one past Zimmerman.
Good drop there by Baker.
Yeah, no balls, 2 strikes now. Bottom of the first inning here at Plum High School.
Baker doing a lot of her training, Joe, at Armstrong Indoor Athletics, our scoreboard sponsor tonight. They got a craft and vendor show coming up this weekend.
Yeah, make sure you check them out at aia.team for more information on that. aia.team, as Madison Baker, someone you mentioned, gets a lot of training at AIA, strikes out Zimmerman going high. How many times do we see that this year, Josh? She'd throw you something, break something off, and then go back up on you and go high and strike you out. So first pitch, took a bad hop.
Usually don't get those off the field turf, but that one definitely jumped up.
Shortstop there having some issues with it. I believe that was Madison Brown, if I'm not mistaken. No. That is Amara McCutcheon. Strike in there to Latrobe batter. Looks like that is Kayla Williams. So interesting for this gold team. They're starting out with, well, no.
Yeah, they started with Zimmerman. Look, they put Zigarovich down there as a courtesy runner.
Okay.
So they're just trying. I think the lineup is set like this so everybody gets in as soon as possible. That's got to be the way. Well, Zigarovich only out there for 1 pitch, or 2 pitches maybe. Interesting.
Yeah, she got the courtesy runner. That makes sense. Yep. So now Kayla Williams, 3 pitchers to start the order.
Well, 6 pitchers on each team, I believe. 2, 4, that's 5. So apparently I can't add.
So it's everything by position, it looks like.
Yeah.
At least for the gold team. So their roster just kind of goes in order. You're going to see 5 pitchers to bat first. Then they're going to throw out 3 catchers, a first baseman, 2 second basemen, so on and so forth. We'll get to those, though. That one fouled back, and Kayla Williams wearing that Slippery Rock logo there in the side. Place I'm very fond of, Josh.
Oh, yeah. Home of the Pride. We share the distinction of having a, whoops, sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Share the distinction of both playing, both going to colleges that have the mascot as the Pride.
That one getting away, but it's going to be a walk nonetheless. So now runners on first and second. And Josh, I was going to say, they said, balls and strikes aren't that important. So we're just going to worry about runs and innings so the folks out there can kind of know where we're at in terms of the game. 8 o'clock start here, but actually got started sooner. So now the Butler product, Kelsey Ogen. It could be a bunch of different things.
Definitely could.
She's going to step in now. As I mentioned, all pitchers to start here, 4 of which, all from the Whippeal. This is just a Whippeal-only kind of event.
It says Western PA, so we got to start working on getting some different districts represented here next year, like we did for the WeServe First All-Star Classic. Got Maggie Brewer from West Shamokin, District 6 in there this past year.
That one hit hard towards short, but going to tab the bag and try to throw to first, but pulls Jesse Pugh off of the bag at first. And a nice effort. The inning will stay alive here, and up comes the final pitcher of this pitcher-heavy order, Sydney Selker, Freeport product with the Akron logo right there on the side of her helmet.
I wonder if these two have batted against each other once or twice.
I'm going to say yes. We know Sid real well. Obviously covered her a lot in volleyball and softball. Know the Selker family quite well.
All-state volleyball player.
Yep.
State champion, of course.
Yep, just a very nice resume as the courtesy runner, as you mentioned, Josh, able to score there and make it a 1-0 game. in favor of the gold team who's batting. So Selker fouls that one off. Baker walk back to the circle. Trying to figure out who Baker's battery mate is. I believe that is South Allegheny's Morgan Miscudo.
Yeah. I don't know.
This one's going to get away. Miscudo's going to throw down to first to clean things up for out number 3. So a nice job there by the backstop from South Allegheny to get the final out. And the gold team able to put a run on the board here in the bottom of the first inning. We'll head to the top of the second with your score. Gold team 1, black team nothing coming to bat here in inning number 2 here on High Top Sports Network. Josh, you mentioned Armstrong Indoor Athletics, the tonight's broadcast partner, official broadcast partner, having that vendor sale on Saturday, excuse me. And a lot of things of the sort going on at Armstrong Indoor Athletics. Of course, we know it's a great place to train and hone in on your skills, be it on the softball diamond or the baseball diamond. But with that great, large facility like they have there, it gives them the flexibility to do some things like that. So I always urge folks, check out AIA.team to see what is going on there. Maybe you're not a baseball or softball fan necessarily, or you don't have a reason to be down there. The chances are you do, because these vendor sales are happening often there, and there's another one happening on Saturday. I believe from 10? Is it 10 o'clock, Josh?
I think 10 to 2, 10 to 4. We can go to AIA.team and check it out. The folks out there can also do that, AIA.team.
So 1-0 gold team. And Josh, you noted that Zigarovich out there on the mound, or she got that hit. She's going to go back out on the mound. So don't know how they.
I think they were going to do. Coach DiLeonardo said to me that they were going to do 6 batters. Each pitcher was going to get 6 batters. So Zigarovich obviously with a clean first inning there, and she's going to get a chance to work a second. I think the game, they're going to try and get 9 in. We're going to see if that's possible. As we said at the top of the broadcast, everything kind of up for interpretation, this being the first one. And Zigarovich definitely going to be starting out there, at least to begin the second inning, leading off. For the black team, that'll be Penn Hills. Lauren Sipple, I believe that is, for Penn Hills. Mike Love get those numbers too. All right. Mike Love.
Coming through.
Mike Love on it. Johnny on the spot.
So this will bring to the plate Lauren Sipple, number 6. Mike knows he does a fine job. A lot of folks out there obviously know Mike from his work in the Trib. Make sure you check out his story. Will be in tomorrow's Trib? I'm hoping. He's hoping. I think it will, so make sure you check that out.
It's like Indiana Jones sliding in right under deadline.
So Zigarovich facing her 4th batter here, now in the top of inning number 2. And that's, of course, Lauren Sipple, who looks at, has seen a ball and a strike here thus far. On deck is Jessie Pugh from Armstrong, and then due up third will be Stephanie Eswin from Mars.
Yeah, just missing right there is Zigarovich, 2-1 the count. Eswine. I think there's an I in there. I can't tell.
Yeah, we're going to have fun. We didn't have a chance to get the pronunciations on these names. Normally that's something we tend to do before contests, but today a little out of the ordinary as a strike there from Zigarovich. Count now 2-2.
One thing about these rosters, you're used to reading these names, seeing the game recaps, but you're not used to saying them because there's several schools on here we haven't had on the network, but glad to have them represented here tonight.
So the count remains 2-2 to Sipple. Something off speed there, catching the corner. What a change of speed there.
That was kind of an ephus pitch. I mean, almost like a slow pitch softball pitch coming in there a little bit low, and it just totally froze the hitter there.
It looks like defensively, too, these switched some things up. It looks like first right now from Avonworth. Oh, that's not the right roster, is it? Nope. Yeah, these rosters are all over the place now because it was due up was going to be Jesse Pugh, we thought, but that's not the case. Instead, this is going to be Yox. I believe that's Michaela Spoonhoward.
All right.
Wonderful name.
Like that Michaela's up.
Yep.
Here representing the Cougars.
Yep, those very noticeable orange and green school colors.
Like the U?
Yeah, I don't think there's another orange and green team in the Whippeal. I
don't think so either.
This one off speed, but able to wait on it, but just missing there was Spoonhauer.
Zigarovich working that changeup, and I'll tell you what, she has a very big gap in the speed of her fastball as compared to the changeup. Spoonhauer sat back on that one, but just a little too long, You can't wait too long on those changeups. They'll get there.
That one coming in with some velocity and strikes out Spoonhauer for the second out, but trying to go around the diamond. We have somebody at Avonworth at first base.
Looks like Abby DeGitis out there at short.
Yep, noticed that. Also, third base looks like a Chartiers Valley.
That is Marta Gulazzi.
Thank you. And then someone from the Shinnick at second base.
Ali Giordano.
There you go. So we got him. Brought you around the diamond there. A little harder to see the outfield, but I believe
a little slap there from Penn Hill's hitter.
That would be, Josh, someone not on our roster.
Definitely not. Oh, wait. London Irish. London Irish.
There you go. Remember London.
From Hoops, right? Didn't she play Hoops?
Well, I remember her from when she played at Armstrong. The Penn Hills team visiting Armstrong in past years, not this year, though.
Yeah. Oh, get that camera for us. We got it right on the backstop here, so any foul ball is going to move it a little bit.
So another Penn Hills player now at the plate for the black team. Gold team out in the field. Irish will get struck out. The left-handed batter will take a seat, and the great work from Zigarovich.
Striking out the side, yeah.
So pretty clean there for the gold team now, as the black team will head out and take the field. And talk about noticeable faces. There's one at shortstop, Josh, that not just folks familiar with High Top Sports Network knows, but people that know Whippeal sports in general. Emma Paul will take her normal position, typical position at shortstop. Emma Paul, All-State softball, All-State basketball, Whippeal runner-up this year in basketball, the Whippeal champion in softball, and her resume would take a while to discuss, but certainly unquestioned from the teams we get to cover regularly, I'd say the best female athlete in the last 4 years we've gotten to cover.
I assume you're speaking of Emma Paul?
Yes, I was indeed.
Yeah, she's pretty good at sports.
Not too shabby is Emma Paul. And trying to get some other names and numbers for you. Because, again, it's a crapshoot out here. I can tell you this, coming to the plate right now, the Indiana product, Haley Hamilton, catcher for the Indians. Not the Little Indians.
Nope.
They used to be.
They're small. They were small. Now they're not small.
Yep, the name Little taken out of the name. She looks at a strike. Nice pitch there from the Norwin product.
Smell fried food.
I do too.
Oh man, no.
So this is Norwin's Brooklyn Koch. We saw her bat. Now she's on the other side of things in the circle for black team.
Did I lose the other roster?
No, I have it here.
Oh, okay, great.
Count now, 2 balls and a strike. Just one hit in this game thus far. That, of course, the gold team. Don't worry about balls and strikes. We don't need them. Told the folks out there not to count on it. Want to be able to bring some commentary. Low in the zone there. Good job to hold back was Hamilton. First batter here in the bottom of inning number 2. This one ripped to center field. It's up and it is gone. A home run by the Indiana product, Haley Hamilton. Her teammates will come out and greet her at home plate.
First home run in this All-Star Games history. That will go down in the books.
The Indiana catcher getting a hold of that one.
That was a good poke, man. She got that bat extended, and being that we're golfers now, you could see the backspin on that ball as it went off of her bat.
So now we'll see Gabrielle Parad. We got to cover her in the state playoffs, Josh. The Shannock defeating West Shamokin on the NFHS Network. High Top Sports brought to you. And that was just one win on many to come on their way to a state championship, Josh. As she pops out, quick at bat for Parad, but excellent career for that young lady and many of her teammates at Shannock.
She lost exactly once in her high school career.
Man, oh man, tough.
Oh man, it's unbelievable. I lost more than that in my high school career.
I knew that was going to go the opposite one.
Yeah, exactly. I
think
we're going to win my senior year.
So now Koch will face the Avonworth product, Riley Gray, another catcher. So like we mentioned, it started out with 5 pitchers batting. Now we're going to see 3 straight catchers. This, of course, Gray from Avonworth.
Yeah, she shook her head a little bit after that strike call. She disagreed, thought it was a little high. Took a ball right there.
I should know this because we didn't get much research done before this, but I believe Avonworth, this young lady, then as a result would have won a state championship, I think, 2 years ago.
I believe so.
They played in a game prior to when we were there. Mm-hmm. We did a radio broadcast of the, it was Armstrong versus the Patriots. The Patriots. Pittston, thank you. And I believe Avonworth won a state championship just prior to that at Penn State.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So another out, 2 quick outs.
Ooh, right back. Camera stays good, like it.
There you go. This is the lady from Bell Vernon, and of course Gracie Sokol.
The Leopards.
Bottom of inning number 2, 2 down. That one just missing. So this is behind the plate, want to mention too, Lauren Sipple, the battery mate for Norwin's Brooklyn Koch. I have a question. I don't always think that pitchers and really anybody that wears a mask, do they put the hat on backwards like that? Like Koch does?
No.
They don't. Koch is just a
like
bad
that.
mamma jamma.
That's old school right there.
That's very old school. I like that.
I like that a lot too. Yeah, I noticed that too. When she turned her head, I said, what does she have, like something in her hair? No, that is a hat.
It's a backwards hat. So the count 2-2 with 2 down. This one slapped back and Koch right on cue. And that's out number 3. So we'll head to the top of inning number 3 with your score. Black team nothing, gold team 1. Thanks to that nice home run by Haley Hamilton of Indiana. Well, that means 2-0, I'm sorry, right? Mm-hmm. So an inning, or excuse me, a run in each of the first 2 innings. But that last inning saw Haley Hamilton with a round tripper.
Yeah, let's take a quick commercial break here and thank our scoreboard sponsor, Armstrong Indoor Athletics.
Armstrong Indoor Athletics, located at 132 South Grand Street Avenue in downtown Katanning, offers a state-of-the-art training facility and top-tier instruction by experienced coaches to help turn your youngster into the best baseball or softball player they can be. Batting cage and bullpen lane rentals are available for 30 to 60-minute sessions, and you can also sign your baseball or softball player up for private hitting, pitching, fielding, and catching instruction with our knowledgeable staff. Be sure to visit Armstrong Indoor Athletics online at aia.team or call them at 724-599-9761 for more information today.
And welcome back to Plum High School, the first ever Western PA softball all-star game here on High Top Sports Network, presented by Armstrong Indoor Athletics. Make sure you check Armstrong Indoor Athletics out today, aia.team. And great segue is Madison Baker, who trains at AIA, comes to the plate for the first batter here in the top of inning number 3. Baker, great pitcher for Armstrong, helped them to a Whitfield title this year. She will face Latrobe's Kayla Williams. Williams firing in a ball. First pitch. And I believe the battery mate for Williams will be Nishanik's Gabrielle Perrot, as we saw in the last half inning at the plate. So 2 balls, no strikes here. Top of inning number 3. Baker trying to get the first hit, and she does for the Black squad. Held hitless there in those first 2 innings, Josh, by Zigorovich, but finally able to break through now with Kayla Williams in the circle. So Baker stands at first, and here's the thing. Typically, Josh, when Madison's she gets on base, we see her relieved of those duties. And now in this format, Madison will get to show off the wheels and stand there at first. This one grounded past the pitcher, coming on to get it. A nice play by the shortstop. That is the Freedom product, Shea Bailey. Nice job of getting the runner out at first. And then you see Madison Baker, she is going to switch places with someone in there at second base. And now coming to the plate for the Black squad, Emma Paul, number 5. Armstrong's, you know this little stat, Armstrong's all-time leader in points for basketball. I can tell you that. I don't know if she's the all-time leader in anything softball-wise. That's a really good question. We'll have to ask Coach Keith Schaefer.
I bet she's probably close in hits.
But she is very close in hits.
I bet she's up there in home runs. I think Jessie Pugh's the all-time leader, I do believe, but
probably RBI. You got to imagine she'd be up there too. This
run
year maybe
scored, probably.
Run scored, maybe a tick down. I'd like to look at last year's stats compared to this year to see where her RBIs are. But
would you like to?
I would.
They pull that up for you here.
But I know last year, obviously, she batted second. She did for the previous 3 years. This year, with a lot of players graduating that were at the top of that order, including Emma Smerrick, who was the leadoff hitter. Paul took her place and batted first in the order pretty much all year long for the Riverhawks. 3-0 count to Emma Paul. Williams gets that one across, but missing for a ball. So now runners at first and second. 1 down here in the top of inning number 3. 2-0 your score. One coming from a bomb by Haley Hamilton to center field there in the last half inning.
Rarely do you see a 4-pitch walk in an all-star game.
Nope, but that's what Emma Paul can do. This one, a high pitch in the zone, still reached out and popped up. And the out recorded by the left fielder there. Can't make out that young lady's what her uniform says.
Oh man, it's black and white.
It's
it's far away. Yeah, I think it is.
I believe that is Indiana. That is. Let's see it on my roster. These rosters, they're. See Zimmerman. Maybe it's Zimmerman. No, that wouldn't be Zimmerman.
Yeah,
this team's batting.
Yeah, I know. It can't be Indiana. Then I think Indiana and
right.
Armstrong are together.
Well,
nope, I'm wrong. They are all over the place, and so
maybe
am
is it Haley Hamilton? Maybe playing some outfield.
I. Oh man, perfect piece of hitting right there, off the handle.
Blooped, and then 1 run will score. Emma Paul will be held at third, and then scooting down to second base there with a nice little bloop hit.
That's a ribby.
Yeah, that. Trying to figure out what that young lady's. You're gonna give her some props. She got an RBI in this.
It's tough to read those cursive fonts on the jerseys. Well, Emma Paul this season hit 478.
Wow.
33 hits, 7 homers, 26 RBIs. 38 runs scored. That's a bunch.
That's a whole bunch.
We'll check her out for last year.
She's hoping to score one right here. Right now, she stands at third base. And the batter now, the Shaler Titan. I believe this is Bella Mubel. Looks at strike 2, so nice pitch there by Kayla Williams. Trying to battle back here with 2 down, while the black team hoping to score another.
Emma Paul last year, 486, 35 hits, so 2 more hits.
Played in a couple more games, though, mind you.
10 homers, 34 RBI, 47 runs scored.
Wow.
That's a bunch.
But again, you know, I think 2 more games than she had this year because they lost in the quarters this year. They lost in the, well, no, 1 more game. Lost in the semis last year in 2023 to the team that's batting right now, Shaler, the Titans. 2-2 the count after that pitch.
Interestingly enough, she was 25 for 26 in stolen bases last year, 19 for 20 this year. Getting caught once a year.
Pretty good percentage, I'd say. I do believe out there in left field is the home run hitting Haley Hamilton. Just to circle back to that. So catchers can play elsewhere too.
That's right.
Not just catchers.
Who was the guy that played every position in a game?
Oh, that's a great question.
That's going to bug me now.
Was it a Met? Was it a Met?
Yeah, I feel like it was, what's his name? Oh.
That one in on the hands and grounded to first base for out number 3, but the black team able to plate a run on that hit. Oh, no, that's a central player in left field. See, this is just, we're all over the place, Josh. But, hey, everybody else is kind of rolling with the punches. We'll roll with them as well.
Joe McEwing. Was that him?
I have no idea.
I
wanted to say it was like Juan Franco or, the Mets. Wow, Mets player Franco. I feel like it was like towards the end of his career.
John Franco, the former left-handed closer.
Yep.
If he played every position in the game, that'd be sweet.
But I digress. The score 2-1 in favor of the gold team.
Getting to the bottom of the third here.
And pitching now. It will be I believe this is a Bethel Park product, Mackenzie Wade. And this is where somebody challenged me with the Whippeal mascots. This is one I'd have a trouble with, Josh. Is Bethel Park, are they the Hawks? You don't know either.
I don't. I thought they were a cat of some sort.
Man, there's tiny puppies now to the left of us.
Oh, no. Oh,
man.
no.
We're in trouble. We're not going to be able to call this game.
Well, I'm going to set up a camera just for those puppies.
Oh, man, they're adorable.
That is unbelievable. I can't believe they're right beside us.
I love puppies.
I want to hold one of those puppies while I call this game.
Yeah. Do you think we're loud?
I think I can hold a puppy. I think they let us hold
FCC regulations say nothing about being able to hold
a
puppy.
They are so cute.
They are.
They are unbelievable cute.
This one fouled back.
Why do there have to be puppies 4 feet away from me?
I know. I said we're done for. As soon as I saw those puppies, I was like, we're done. But it looks like the Chartiers Valley product at the plate for the gold team.
Okay, sorry about that.
Nope, Caitlin O'Farrell.
I said I'm about to find out everything about those puppies.
Yeah, what are their names? What are they into when they're not being cute?
What are their preferences?
what activities do they participate in when they're not being adorable?
Oh man.
So
that's amazing.
O'Farrell at the plate, 1 ball, 2 strikes. This one popped back.
They are the Hawks, Bethel Park.
Hey.
They're the Black Hawk, actually, but
yes.
Hawks.
Speaking of Hawks, there's a River Hawk at third base. Never to see her down there, Madison Baker.
All right, Madison.
We got a Southmoreland player there at short. That one's going to go right between that said Southmoreland player and Madison Baker for a hit. Nice job there by O'Farrell.
Good hard hit ball, 2-hopper through the hole. Well, I heard the next 3. This is Allie Giordano, I believe.
Yep, it is indeed. The Neshannock second baseman, Allie Giordano. How many state championships does she have now? Is it just 2? I should know this.
Didn't they win one in? Wow, man, I'm going to ask her. Hey, how many state championships do you have?
How many rings do you have?
Hey, show me the
lot.
rings.
A lot more than I have and you have.
The puppies have vacated.
They
better
they
be back.
do.
I see their bowls are still there. So I'm thinking they're coming back.
I, for your sake and mine, this one hit to the hole there. Tough play, but getting to first for the out. Great job there by the Southmoreland product. That's Amara McCutcheon.
Talk about an arm right there. She cocked that back and fired it across.
Yeah, had to range to her right and fire across and throw a dart over to the first baseman.
That was a heck of a throw. She had some zip on that.
So we'll get to see now another Colts player from Chartiers. This is Marta Galazzi. So 5 hits total in this game, 3 for the gold, 2 for the black.
She's got an RMU logo on her helmet. I believe that's where she is going.
Very nice. Congratulations to that young lady.
A lot of these girls, the vast majority of them, I'm not sure if it's all 100%, but it's a vast majority are playing at the next level, either D1, D2, or D3. And I mean, it's a pretty special thing when you can translate, a love of a sport, and you played it in high school to get to the next level.
It says a lot about what the growth in softball here in Western PA. I think oftentimes it's not given the proper due that it should, and certain players in recruitment. But by way of what you just said, Josh, seeing these names of these universities and colleges on these uniforms or helmets or gloves really says differently that there are a lot of really good talent in Western PA that should be recognized a little bit better. Thrown down to first, tag applied by Baker. Man, put that tag down like she'd been playing third for a while, Josh.
Little high, though, little high. It was tough. I mean, the slide was already happening. It's tough to slap that foot. She got it up on the knee there and able to advance on that pass ball or wild pitch. I don't know what you would call it. Probably a wild pitch.
Trying to get the name of the catcher here. Is this
heads up? Oh my goodness!
Oh man,
that
the puppies weren't over there.
Roped. That scared me. Why'd you say that? I gotta go check on the puppies. I'll be back.
Were those golden retrievers?
I think they were Labradoodles, actually,
Man.
or golden doodles. I don't know.
God.
I mean, the faces are just. Hi, I'm done paying attention to anything else in the world.
Yeah, they have that kind of face. 2-2 the count now to the Chartiers Valley batter, Galazzi.
Sure wish they would come back, just so I know they're okay.
Yeah, just for that reason only.
That hard hit foul ball down left field line there.
Nice crowd here for this game here in Plum,
Yeah,
Josh.
great turnout. Great turnout. Bleachers behind home plate are full. Both lines are stuffed with fans.
And that's going to be a walk. A nice patient at bat there by Galazzi. And now coming to the plate, Erica Young, the Mohawk product. Josh, here's an early observation by myself. That black and red is the most overused school colors in the history of school colors.
People copied Katanning. What can I say?
You guys are more red and white, though.
Yeah, that's true.
The black was just an accent. Oh, my gosh, the puppies are back.
Oh, thank goodness. They're okay.
They're okay.
They're good. Their beautiful faces are intact.
There's somebody out there listening thinking, why are you guys talking about these puppies?
Because I'm going to put those puppies on camera in 2 seconds. Look, they got a little white thing on their head.
I know.
Tuft of fur.
I know. Somebody had to bring puppies and distract us like this.
Well, between innings, we're finding out about some puppies.
So a quick little stoppage there. You said they're going to face 6 batters. What happens if that's in the middle of the inning?
They just bring in a new pitcher.
Do they have to warm
I
up
think
then?
so. I don't know.
That could be very
I
complicated.
haven't seen anybody warming up at all. Of course, we're moving around positions and everything. So.
There's one slapped towards.
Oh,
nice
play.
tag there. Yep, and a run will score.
She thought she could get the double play there, but give credit to Galazzi of kind of turning her body and making the second baseman have to reach and then try to reset and throw and down the line quickly. That was the hitter from Mohawk, I believe you said, correct?
Yep, that was Mohawk's Erica Young.
Erica Young got down the line quick.
She'll get an RBI to her name, and now coming to the plate, another shortstop. Abby Jujitis, the Freeport product.
Speaking of getting down the line quick, she is very fast out of that left-handed batter's box.
Yep, that's a luxury when you got that speed to be left-handed and be that much closer to the first base bag. Jujitis taking full advantage of that throughout her career.
I'm going to pull up her stats, but she hit just under 600 this year, I think.
That one's going to drop in. Kind of just a little blooper there into that soft zone in.
My nickname in high school.
Yep, soft zone. But that one blooping in there is Odigitis, the Freeport product. We'll have a hit to her name, and the runner from Mohawk, Erica Young, will move up to second base. Score 3-1.
Yeah, Odigitis had a great season her senior year here. 567, Joe.
Wow, that is pretty darn good.
38 hits.
I believe, Seton
Hill. She's going to be Griffin.
Yeah, I always want to say Seton Hall, but those are they're blue and black, and
they're the Pirates.
Pirates from the Big East. This is from the PSAC, the Seton Hill Griffins.
12 stolen bases for Odigitis this year, only caught once.
This one popped into foul play. Baker's going to have a look.
Oh!
And Madison Baker with a great play.
Picks it off the fence there, Joe.
All right, Madison Baker. And that
Who knew?
End the side here in the the bottom of the third inning. Here in this awesome all-star game featuring seniors throughout the Whippeal. The first ever Western PA softball all-star game here at Plum High School on High Top Sports Network, presented by Armstrong Indoor Athletics. Joe Rhodes, Josh Schreckengost here. One more go of it in the 2023-2024 school year.
Yeah, happy to do it. I called Coach DiLeonardo and I said, hey, do you have anybody streaming this or broadcasting it? And he said, I got about 6,000 things. Why don't you add more to my stress level? And I said, sure, I'd do that. I said, we like to, we see something like this come up. That's why I gave you a ring. And he was very hospitable. Said, yeah, jump on. So,
shout out to Coach
DiLeonardo over there for the Mustangs.
Yep.
Of Plum.
Very helpful to us. And he said he had a million things going on. And he even warned us things are going to be a little bit chaotic here to start. But that is the case when it comes to a first ever type all-star game. We saw it with the We Serve First Foundation a couple years back. And the cager even at times can get a little bit crazy, I guess you could say, but that's all-star games. They kind of should be. You don't want them to be exactly too straight-laced. You want them to be fun. You want them to be kind of off the walls to an extent. One thing I would say, we're very lucky that it's kind of cooled off a little bit. Oh
yeah, it's gone down probably 5 degrees since we sat down for the first pitch, and it feels much needed. But Coach made a great point. He said, I thought about it, and I said, hey, we have an all-star game. Yeah. We have an all-star game for basketball, the cager, as you mentioned. We got one for volleyball. And he said, why not have one for softball? And I said, that's a great idea. And he said, I didn't realize how much work it would be to set it up.
Yeah, it's an undertaking, but so far so good, it seems, for things here. Batter with a 1-1 count now, facing Kayla Williams from Latrobe. This is the Kiski product, Trinity Seibel. Count now 2 balls, a strike, no one down. First batter here of the 4th inning for the black team. Kiski zone, Trinity Seibel, outfielder. Fouls that one off, 2-2 the count. Josh, your thoughts?
Well, I like all-star games. I do.
I agree.
I like when Barry Bonds picked up Torrey Hunter, and you thought he was going to slam him there in Milwaukee for taking a home run away in that all-star game. But I don't like when Pete Rose came in and ended that dude's career in an all-star game. That wasn't cool.
Yeah, I think of some great all-star moments as well. Ted Williams coming out just all old and crazy.
Riding the cart.
Yep. Big Ted Williams fan.
Love Ted. Splendid.
Another Logan Badek, another senior, Armstrong young man, just graduated. Great baseball player at Armstrong. We talked a lot at length about baseball on broadcast, and he's a big Ted Williams fan as well. Just there at the end, just not all there.
Definitely not all there during the 99 All-Star game, which was one of the coolest ones. I love that Pedro Martinez came in and mowed down the best hitters in the National League. I think he struck out the first 5 or 6 guys, and it was like McGuire, Sosa, Bonds, just mowing them down. And then he went on the DL for like 2 months because he basically blew his elbow out trying to strike those guys out.
I believe this is Amara McCutcheon, if I'm not mistaken. Southmoreland player, I can tell you that. Madison Brown. And
I think she was the catcher, maybe. I can't remember. I think she had equipment on.
There's
earlier.
no Southmoreland catcher.
There is. Oh,
That's
the
a pitcher.
pitcher. Definitely a pitcher.
Yeah, Madison Brown. That's Madison Brown. I got a number. I have a 3 there.
All right.
So Madison Brown. Apologize. It's not Amara McCutcheon. Yeah, no access to these rosters before this game.
None.
I mean, like, we got them like 2 minutes before the game, and it's not like you can go online and find them anywhere. Like, so if you're wondering why we're so scatterbrained, this one low dribbler to third, thrown on. Nice play there, but the hot corner by the Central product.
Not an easy throw right there, and Brown was getting down the line quickly. These bases only 48 feet apart, I believe, or 60 feet apart. The circle is 48 feet, the mound, or the rubber.
Central, Josh.
Central.
That'd be gold.
Greensburg Central Catholic?
Maybe. Oh, it would be Central. That was gray. No. No, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be Gracie Kindle, their outfielder normally, but a pop-up. So much happening at one time.
Used to be in Armstrong Central.
There used to be.
It only lasted 2 years.
Yes, it did. Well, we are through 3.5 innings. Your score, the black team 1, the gold team 3. Interestingly enough, the gold team has scored a run in each of the first 3 innings. So let's see if they can keep that trend going, Josh. As for the black team, they scored their run in the 3rd inning. Black team 2 hits, gold team 4. No errors. As you
Haven't seen one.
nope, you probably won't see one.
I'm going to talk to these young ladies with the puppies. Okay.
Yeah, like, can we just hold the puppies during the broadcast? Don't do it. Don't. I mean, he was thinking about it.
Oh,
I had to stop him.
the
He was
headset-
really-
the headset was
coming
coming
off. Wow.
I just wanted to see them. Just want to say, hey, can we get a puppy
it's
on
a
the
puppy. You tell me you can interview it.
I would like to.
Like, tell me share your thoughts on being adorable.
That's a great question. It's a great leading
And
question
you
right
think
there.
it would be a great question? You think it's going to answer?
It might go.
Listen,
a
I
little-
love puppies,
little
but
bark?
their ability to speak
Listen, they know you're talking to them.
is non-existent.
Maybe maybe they think our inability to speak is non-existent. They're like they're not speaking a language. It's just a bunch of sounds. The headset was coming off.
Yeah. So now in the circle for the black team is going to be the Southmoreland product we just saw, Madison Brown. One of 2 pitchers on the black team, first name Madison.
Also, last initial starting with a B.
Yes, very well done. They have 5 pitchers on this side, it looks like. As for the gold team who's coming to the plate here in the bottom of inning number 4, looking to score another run and make it at least a run in every inning so far. The Woody Hills product, as you noted there, and a nice catch in the first inning, I believe it was, Josh. Jasine Sanders.
She read that ball perfectly off the bat.
Jasine.
And into the sun too. The sun was right in her face.
Yeah.
It's gone out of view now, but that ball was hit right into the sun. She read it perfectly.
So ball and a strike to Jasine here in the bottom of inning number 4. Make it 2 strikes if she fouls that one off. Nice swing there.
I was going to say the same thing. That's a healthy cut.
Sanders. Got to see the Wolverines a couple times at Armstrong softball field.
Also got to see them at the baseball field.
This is
for
true.
one of the best moments ever.
Yep, I don't. Yep.
It's I can't describe it on the air, but it was tremendous. A coach and a player agreeing. Let's put it that way. Wow, ripped.
That
That's
one is
way
a
out.
laser beam over the center field wall
See ya.
by Jasine Sanders. Touch them all, Jasine.
Oh, that ball was crushed. Absolutely destroyed. Fastball out over the plate. Jasine extends the arms, and that ball's out in 0.3 seconds.
So Jasine Sanders joining Haley Hamilton on the gold squad with round trippers. And there's that run we talked about, Josh. 1 in each of the first 4 innings, and still no one down here in the 4th frame.
Thankfully, the folks watching on High Top Sports Network. Got to see that ball fly out perfectly.
Yeah, they got to see both home runs, ironically, over the center field wall. Jasline's a little bit more towards the right center field area, and then Hamilton's earlier on, kind of over that taller part of the fencing in center field, right above the word home, for home of Plum softball.
You know, that's an interesting point you just made, because if that fencing extended all the way through center field, I think that ball wraps off the top of that fence.
Yeah. The exit velocity on that one, though.
O'Neill Cruz-like.
Yeah, that was out of here in a hurry by Jasine Sanders.
Yeah, that was smoked, man. As soon as she put the bat on the ball, you knew it.
1-1 count now to the Greensburg Central Catholic product, Grace Kindle. Family, the inventors of the Kindle.
I didn't know that. Tom Kindle, the inventor and father of... I don't know.
His name's Tom.
Tim Apple, Tom Kindle.
Yeah. So, after the line out, one down, and bring the left-handed hitting Mount Pleasant product, Emma Scanlon down to the plate, number 11.
He has a similar red, white, and blue as Chartiers Valley does.
Very much so. Scanlon, an outfielder for the Mount Pleasant softball team, stands in 1 ball, or no balls, 1 strike, 1 down. A home run already in this inning off the bat of Jasine Sanders.
Boy, her toes are just inside the inside of that batter's box, Joe. I mean, she's right up on it. And that's to get a little bit of a turn and get that bat out square.
Yep. Another lefty, I'm sure, with some speed.
It's got to be tough for an umpire to see that. You know, just he knows what he's calling. He knows his strike zone. But just to have that something moving in the top right-hand corner of your peripheral.
This one blooped. A nice play there at third base, coming on to catch that little blooper, the Fox Chapel product, Mia Dunleavy. No relation to former NBA player and Duke player Mike Dunleavy.
Nor his father, head coach Mike Dunleavy. No, I'll tell
Maybe
you,
they are.
It'd be great if they were cousins. Like, hey, I am related to Mike Dunleavy. No, I'll tell you what, Joe. I was watching Scanlon go down the line just to see how fast she was. She was hitting first base when that ball hit the glove of the third baseman. That's how quick she got down the line.
Yep. So I was right on my assessment that she's probably a pretty fast outfielder, and right there demonstrating it. It's a grounder by the Highlands product, Jocelyn, Scardina. But she is retired for out number 3, but not without another run by the Gold team. A solo shot over the center field wall by Jasine Sanders makes it a 4-1 lead as we head to the top of inning number 5 here from Plum High School on High Top Sports Network. This first ever Western PA softball all-star contest, pitting the black team against the gold team. I wonder why they picked those colors, Josh.
I don't know. It's going to be a tough one to figure out. I'm going to have to do some research, ask some people.
Yeah.
Why black and gold
here
at Plum Borough?
Yeah, or for any reason, I don't know.
Western PA, black and gold. Oh,
if anybody can think of a good reason why, you can reach out to us on any of our social media platforms.
Snail mail.
Or text. Is that working there, Josh?
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is charging.
But been fun thus far here, Josh.
Fun.
I'm trying to think what school district. So we're big golfers here. Just played 9 before this one at the official golf course of High Top Sports Network. That, of course, Bird's Foot Golf Club in Freeport, PA.
Book your tee times online.
Yeah, book them online today. Check it out. If you see me out there, steer clear.
Oh yeah.
Right. It's been a rough go.
It's all right. You're working out of it.
Far right. It's not even that. It's the putting.
I said 4 right.
Oh, well, yeah. Still no. That's not the issue. The issue is the putting. It's just been nothing short of atrocious by myself. But that's not because the course is in bad shape. It's because of me. But check out Bird's Foot when you have a chance. You're looking for a nice place to
swing the old sticks.
Yep. No better place here in Western PA than Bird's Foot Golf Club. Check them out online, birdsfoot.com. So now we'll start off with the Mars captain. They have a little captain patch on the uniform. That's how I knew that, not because of any other reason. But This is going to be Stephanie. No, is it? Yeah, there's only one Mars player here in this game, and that's, of course, Stephanie Eswine.
Something with the latency, I believe.
4-1, your score.
Top 5.
Yeah. 2 hits for the guests. That, of course, is the black team. 5 for the gold squad. There's a strike fired across. Another new face out in the circle, sporting that Butler uniform.
1 tornado. It's golden.
Yep, they're golden. It's not tornadoes. It's
no.
Golden tornado.
1 tornado.
Just 1.
He's mean. He's got a mean face.
This is Kelsey Ogan. Ogan. Josh saying Ogan, mouthing
I'm
inside
guessing.
over there. Looks like Sid Selker now out in center field for the gold team, who's leading 4-1, joining her teammate at short. DeJitis. Pitching there 2-2 the count. And the Mars batter, second baseman Stephanie, or no, sorry. No, I'm going to throw myself off. Yep, that's Eswine, Stephanie Eswine.
Oh, look at that. The camera came back. All right. Oh, it's a little shaky still.
Oh.
We're back.
5th inning. Things kind of moving along, Josh.
Yeah.
Do we know if there's an innings limit?
I believe Coach said 9.
Oh. But I
wanted to make sure everybody got a chance.
I get it. Pitch on its way from the Butler righty. Bouncing for a ball. 3-2 the count. A full count brought to you by Steffi's Country Catering.
Bam.
It's graduation season. Get your graduation grub. Steffi's Country Catering.
Handballs. Gob cake.
Look them up online. Or just reach out to Terry Steffi on Facebook.
The Butcher.
Sits on buckets just like we are right now.
I mean, I got to tell you.
All comes full circle.
I was going to bring it up here, but the bucket actually kind of comfortable.
Yeah, it's better than I thought. I'm not going to lie. That one, a ball. Good eye there by the Mars product, Stephanie Eswine. Second baseman will trot down to first base with no one down, and no one better to come to the plate when you trot down to first base than this young lady, the first baseman from Armstrong, Jessie Pugh. You said you think she's the all-time leader in home runs at Armstrong. I don't know that for a fact, but I'm going to guess you're right. The only other person I think that could contest that is
JC.
Yep, Jenna Klontz, a 2023 graduate, now Gannon outfielder.
She hit some Klontz bombs this year up there in the PSAC.
That she did. That one high for a ball to Jessie Pugh. Jessie, a starter from her freshman year on.
Yeah.
A big contributor in that freshman year. You know, a lot of times you'll look back and they'll say, you know, those look like freshman numbers, but Jessie Pugh, not the case. She's been putting up big numbers from day one for Armstrong. 2 trips to a state championship game.
Just, you know, when she first came up as a freshman and started, you know, as you said, from that opening day of her freshman year, you just thought raw power. But she has such an IQ at first base.
She does.
I always bring it up. She's supremely underrated defensively.
Yeah, I think so too. I think very much underrated. Some really tough scoops and plays that I jokingly say she had no business making. She did. And, you know, for all that great offense that she's produced over the last 4 years, her defense is right there with it. And, of course, number 9 for Armstrong, Jessie Pugh's got a 3-0 count now to her name. And Eswine from Mars on first.
Well, she hit 10 home runs her freshman year.
Look for an off-speed here. Nope.
Another 4-pitch walk to the Armstrong hitters. That's 2. Emma took one. Emma Paul took a 4-pitch walk, and so did Jessie.
Their reputation
precedes them.
Yeah.
The sophomore year stats are still locked. Coach Schaefer tried to wait. Oh, still locked. I don't know. He was trying to unlock them.
Well, what about what are you looking for there?
I was looking to see her career home runs.
Oh.
10 as a freshman.
Well, she had 10 as a freshman. How many as a junior?
I'm going to find out.
But now we're going to see the South Allegheny batter come to the plate here. A big chance, a big spot for this black team. 2 runners on, no one down, trailing by 3 runs. And South Allegheny product at the plate.
7 homers as a junior for Jessie Pugh, and we're going to get her senior year here in 1 second.
Where am I missing here? I'm not seeing South Allegheny anywhere on this roster. Maybe a late addition. So apologies to this young lady. I believe she was catching earlier.
8 home runs her senior year this year, so 25 total. We know the junior year. I think she was close to double digits that year too. So
somewhere close to 40.
Yeah.
Just probably a tick south.
That's a lot of bombs.
It's a whole lot. So 2 on, no one down, and a swing and a miss for the Gold team pitcher, Butler product. Kelsey Ogen.
Ogan?
This one fouled back, staying alive.
Beautiful moon out there in right center
I
field.
noticed that, I know.
Gorgeous. Clear as a bell.
Great night. It turned out to be nice and cool, not too warm this whole week. Temperatures high 80s, low 90s. That weather report brought to you by Armstrong Indoor Athletics.
Didn't know they were sponsoring that. We'll let Keith Schaefer know.
Yep, we even threw in the old
Yeah.
weather
Here's
report.
the weather, Keith. We got you for that too.
So a 2-2 count here in the top of inning number 5. 2 runners on. Black team trailing by 3 runs. So again, that big opportunity. Another pitch wasted away. Nice job there to stay alive.
Good battle here.
Don't have this player's name.
Morgan Mosqueda. Mosqueda?
There it is.
Oh, sorry, okay. I was going to check the rosters that I had up.
Yeah. Mike Love always, I'll tell you what, Mike Love, not only is he an excellent writer, he's a great guy. He's always really helpful to us when we're in the same gymnasiums. And I reached back there, and Mike was looking through his papers trying to help me out. I'm all scrambled here, but that's is Morgan Mosqueda.
Mosqueda?
Mosqueda. I like your pronunciations. Number 16 on the roster, number 1 in your heart.
I'll tell you what, he's battling right now. That's 4 straight foul balls to the right side.
Yeah, this has been a long at bat. And after those 2 walks, the South Allegheny catcher not making things any easier. I think she held that one back.
Wow, that was close. That was tight. Full count now, brought to you by
Sprinkle Woods.
Sprinkle Woods.
Yep. Check them out. They're going to have Oktoberfest there this year. Yes, Josh?
Yes, sir. Ryan did call me back here, but we were already on the air, so wasn't able to talk to him. But
Well, we threw that in there.
Yep.
The full count? Is that right? Full count sponsor, Sprinkle Woods. Check them out on Facebook. Sprinkle Woods. And a walk. Nice job. What a patient at bat there
bases are juiced here.
By-
Nobody out.
by Mosqueda. And now you're going to bring up I believe this is
Autumn. You said Autumn, didn't
Yeah, I
you?
heard Autumn.
There's 2 Autumns on there.
Autumn Boyd of Laurel.
All right.
The Spartans. Ironically, the same colors as Michigan State.
Ah.
May 2, the Spartans. Pitch on its way, foul back. I think I got a piece of the gentleman in blue.
That's why you wear those shin protectors under the pants.
That is why.
Blue stoic after taking that foul ball.
Yeah, he didn't flinch. It was like Kobe in that inbounds pass by Matt
Matt
Barnes.
Barnes.
Yep.
Oh, I love that clip. That's a great clip.
So base is juiced, for the Laurel batter. Pitcher, Autumn Boyd. Swing and a miss.
She was over the top of that pitch, just on top of it. A little early, maybe trying to anticipate that fastball.
It says 3 strikes up on that.
That's not right, I don't think. I think it's, 1-1?
That's what I was under the impression. But nevertheless, here we got a big situation. I know it's ripped up the middle. That will score a run. Jessie Pugh is going to round third to make it 2 runs across on that nice piece of hitting there.
That's a big hit right there. Big hit.
Autumn Boyd with a 2-run single to make this just a 1-run ball game, 4-3 now in favor of the Gold Squad. They're not out of it yet. Still no one down here in the top of inning number 5.
Wow, that was a huge hit.
So now we're going to see the Bethel Park pitcher. We got to see her on the mound already. Now we'll get to see her bat. Mackenzie Wade. Trying to think of, because I was looking at Latrobe. We got to see Kayla Williams from Latrobe pitching earlier. I was thinking, what's another black and orange team in the Whippeal? Well, they answered that one. Springdale too. Yeah, I guess you're right. And then also we have Bethel Park.
East Brady was. They weren't in the Whippeal.
Nobody cares about that.
They don't exist.
Just like nobody cares about Marion Center, Pennsylvania.
Hey, that's not true.
Well, we were state runners-up in basketball this year in girls basketball.
Boom. Stingers.
District 6 champions in girls basketball.
Yeah. Shockingly good at cross country also.
Yeah, not too shabby cross country, that Marion Center team. I don't know what they did this past fall.
I think they did really well.
I'm sure they did. Rarely do they do anything otherwise. This is going to allow the base runners to move up a base each. That, of course, now standing at second is Autumn Boyd, who had that 2-run single a moment ago. And then down at third, South Allegheny catcher Morgan Mosqueda. Josh Reckengoss running. For some reason, not sure. But he is looking through a bag with vigor. This one popped up into foul territory and brought in by the Freedom third baseman. Nice job there. So that Freedom, I'm trying to give her some props. That is Shay Bailey. Normally a shortstop, playing a little third today. Now batting is Norwin's Brooklyn Koch. So Koch facing Ogun. 3 hits now for the black team, 5 for the gold. 2 runs across. The only inning that's seen multiple runs, and here's a chance for another one. This one off the glove of Tejitis will scoot into center field. 1 run will score. And a play at the plate on a 1-hopper. Not brought in, and a run will score. Make it a 2-run single there for the Norwin Knight. Brooklyn Koch. Nice job there. Another nice piece of hitting up the middle. 4 runs across here in this 5th inning. Now a 5-4 lead, overtaking the efforts of the Gold Squad. Black now in front, 5-4. Josh Schreckengoss now back after running around to Josh.
The battery was about to die on the camera.
Oh, well done.
And I saw that, and I sprung into action.
Well, you missed another nice single up the middle that brought home 2 more runs.
Oh, wow. 4-run inning here for the black team, huh?
Yep. So they're now in front 5-4. So this is the first inning we've seen multiple runs for, as a matter of fact, here in this 5th inning. Brooklyn Koch knocking home the tying and go-ahead runs there for the black squad.
Wish they had, like, mascots, too.
We should make them up.
We should. Talk to Coach after.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. That's, like, not my place. You know, he'd be real upset. You know, he's the mastermind behind all this. And I don't want to be, I think he has every right to name the teams.
Definitely. Gonna have to ask him, why black and gold?
Yeah. No, with all seriousness, we know why. And if that's the case, you could go with like the steel, like the black team could be or the gold. I guess it would be Pittsburgh Steel. The other team would be like the Black Rivers.
They were black for a long time.
They were indeed. Big cut there. Ogun able to get it past the batter from Southmoreland. The pitcher Madison Brown. Brown spent some time out in the circle here already in this game. Now getting some cuts. 5-4. Just one down still. Runner at second base. The aforementioned Norman Knight.
Might have actually helped the camera there. Got a little bit more of the first baseline.
Yeah, shout out to Southmoreland batter. I believe it's Madison Brown. I could be wrong. It's probably Amara McCutcheon. Who knows? I'm just mixing them all up.
She's going to Cal U. You see the Cal U sticker there? Woo, boy.
Oh.
And blue again, Stoic. Took that one off the mask, side of the mask.
Stoic indeed.
That was a big cut there with 2 strikes. I'll tell you what, not, they always tell you, coaches always tell you, cut your swing down a little bit with 2 strikes, and no such protection going on right there.
So, black team in front, putting 4 on the scoreboard already here in the top of the 5th. None by way of a home run. All the home runs coming for the gold team. We saw one more recently by Jasine Sanders of Woodland Hills, and then earlier in the game, Haley Hamilton of Indiana. That's 2 of the 4 runs for the gold squad. As for the black, they've kind of just slapping some balls. Both two-run singles in this game have come up right at the middle on hard hit balls. Last one by Koch. And a big swing and a miss. Nice job there by the Butler pitcher to sit down her Southmoreland opponent.
Yeah, the high fastball. Got the high fastball there, and they were able to just blow it by her. I mean, that's the toughest pitch to catch up to. The high heat, the rising high heat.
I apologize, too. I said there's only one Norman player in this. That's incorrect. Bailey Snowberger in a battle right now for the best last name in this game with her teammate Spoonhoward.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Cast your vote now, hightopsportsnetwork.com.
Jasine Sanders, runaway winner with the best first name.
Yes.
And also just hit an absolute laser out of here.
We do that. We vote for names we think are the coolest. Mine's very basic, just Rhodes. Ooh, that one roped here towards the coaching staff of
Mike Love nearly losing a finger trying to get a cell phone pick there.
Need those fingers, type stories.
That'd be a tough one to get in on deadline, minus your index finger. I bet Mike would sit here and do it.
He would 100% do it.
He's typing with that left middle finger. Just
He would do it. This one's slapped back at us now, and a little really hard to call a broadcast without a brain. That was that one when we got back here.
Oh man.
Yep.
Taking me out. There's going to be flashing lights if that one catches me.
So 1 ball, 2 strike count.
Notice I tried to do my best blue right there. I didn't move. Basically because there was no chance to move.
I saw that. This, of course, Mia Dunleavy, not related to the Mike Dunleavys.
I really hope she is.
Passive basketball fame. Pitch on its way high in the zone, and a nice finish there by Butler, the Butler pitcher, Kelsey Ogan, to get out of the jam and out of the inning. But the black team does strike. They put 4 on the board here in the 5th frame to take a 5-4 lead. A couple nice hits. The last one by Brooklyn Koch. Another one by Autumn Boyd earlier in the game.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
No. Accounting for 4 of the 5 runs. Josh, please share your thoughts.
I was just going to mention that coaches got out there and talked to each other a little bit. Hey, that's kind of like the feeling out process we talked about. How much more do you want to go? Did everybody get in? Stuff like that. I think they're checking it out here to find out how much longer we're going to be here. And how much longer? I'm sure everybody is.
Where do you got to go?
I got nowhere to go. I can't get there anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, I could.
I know. We too are on deadline. I keep forgetting this.
Oh yeah.
Check us out High Top Sports Network, the official content provider of the sports section of the Leader Times in Katanning, PA. As you would say, the paper of record.
Paper of record in Armstrong County.
You always say it like that. I love it. It's very funny. It's very old of you.
Well, guess what?
The paper of record.
I am old.
So there you go. Make sure you check that out. We probably won't have anything in tomorrow's edition, but will the following day. John Kinnaman to my left. Coach Kinnaman, great to see you, sir. How are you?
How you doing, Coach?
One of the best in the biz. Great to see Coach Kinnaman out here.
You got to get him out to the foot.
Oh, my goodness, do we ever. John Kinnaman, excellent golfer. One time
Deliberate in the backswing.
Shredded me one time. Just absolutely just made me look bad. Great to see Coach K.
Yeah, I like Coach K a lot.
So now we're going to see young lady get to step on the field at her home field. Plum batter here to start the bottom of inning number 5. The gold team. Not seeing a. How bad is it that the poor Plum girl was left off a roster in her home field? I'm kidding. No, I don't see it, Josh. You?
I do not. Well, let's find out.
It's number 5, left-handed batter.
I think I have them on our game changer.
That one outside. Count 2-1. It's the first batter here in the bottom of inning number 5. Now trailing gold team. Leading in hits, though. They have 5-4. This one down the line is going to be a quick heck of a run, but that's going to drop in. That one's slicing. I guess hooking. I should know this. I slice. It goes the other way. That one will be a stand-up double.
She was number 5?
Indeed. Yeah. Well, hopefully give her a shout here. Now she stands at second base, and next batter up for the gold team. Swings and a miss at strike 1. Western, oh no, Warriors mascot.
Mohawk.
Mohawk, there you go. My McCreel, the batter now. 1 ball, 1 strike. McCreel wearing 19. This one hit into short, shallow left center field. Brought in for the out. Now 1 down here in the bottom of inning number 5. And McCreel will have a quick word with Olivia Zimmerman before she comes in and swing the sticks for a second time.
Chopper there toward the hole. Going to be a tough play. Got her. What a gun over there at shortstop.
Yeah, she's made a couple of really nice plays. Southmoreland shortstop. That, of course, the one, the only Amara McCutcheon.
Not a cannon.
No relation to Andrew McCutcheon.
Spelled differently.
Spelled differently, that's how I know. That's roll that one out that way. Now coming to the plate, she had scoreless first 2 frames in the circle to start this game. Madison Zigarovich. Got some strikeouts along the way as well. Did Zigarovich. Really nice job in the circle to start this game.
Trying to find
Whipule.org.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Wow, that could have saved a whole bunch of time.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, sometimes a brain pan just
Decides it doesn't
a
want
little
to
bit
work.
empty. Little bit empty.
Also, shout out to anybody who's tried to call me the last couple days. I don't have a phone. Just prior to Father's Day, my son deposited my phone into the pond, one of the ponds at Saxon Golf Course. And a walk by Zigarovich will now put runners at first and second. But yeah, no phone, so if you try to reach me in any way, that's why I've not been available.
It was a picture-perfect LeBron with the rosin powder.
Yeah, it took 2 hands, threw it straight up in the air, and splashed just right into the pond at Saxon Golf Course. So with that said, Kayla Williams will come to the plate for Latrobe here. 2 runners on and a chance for the gold team to reclaim the lead, but 2 down, so some 2-out magic needed by the Slippery Rock bound product. Pitch on its way, fouled back towards the baseball facility here at Plum. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Picturesque evening here in Plumboro, home of the Mustangs and the Fighting Pat McAfees.
Right.
Kind of hazy.
Yeah.
You notice that if you look down towards that left field line, a little bit of
Kind of
haze.
settling now.
It's a gorgeous night. I was thinking about Manor Valley. That's a golf course with lights and a strike swinging, so 2 runners left stranded, but
She's got a W on her jersey.
oh, it's Winchester Thurston, I bet you.
Possibly.
That
They
would do
definitely-
it. That would do it. I'm going to say that's Winchester Thurston. That was the gold team, I do believe. Western Beaver? Western Beaver.
It is.
Dang it.
We saw them.
That was Western Beaver. That was the one and only Shaylin Shaw, who had that nice double there a moment ago. So I want to make sure Shaylin gets her shine.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Score remains after 5 full. It is the visitors on the scoreboard. That, of course, the black team leading 5-4 over the visitors on the scoreboard. Team gold. No, gold's home. I'm sorry. Black's visitors, gold is home. So that wasn't confusing enough.
I'm ultimately confused right now. Just
Everything-
generally
everything's
confused.
It's been just downhill ever since the puppies came. They're
right
sleeping.
there.
Yep.
Oh man, they're sleeping. Oh jeez.
I know.
Well, you know, I can't hold one now because if I hold a sleeping puppy,
You're going to
then
fall
therefore
asleep.
I will
Yep,
fall
yep.
asleep.
Oh, yeah. Josh, infamous for falling asleep on even a 5-minute car ride.
It's been like that since I was a child. My dad would say as soon as the car would start moving, out. And thanks to my father for recently taking a picture of me while sleeping in the
Oh,
car.
yeah.
I didn't show you that one. It's a classic. I do the arms folded a lot in the car.
Yeah, the mouth agape, head drooping.
making
when you're going
sounds.
to wake up with a god-awful neck ache. But we now head to the top of inning number 6. 5-4 the score.
Finish him up.
As Josh is going to
I'm still gonna
report
keep the
for
headset-
duty.
I'm gonna keep the headset on.
Yeah, keep the headset on.
See what happens.
Please keep me company here.
Yeah, for sure.
Butler's Ogun back in the circle, facing the Penn Hills product. Here in the top of inning number 6, the black team. It's Lauren Sipple, the catcher, wearing number 6. At the plate for the second time here in this contest. Looks at ball 2, 2-1 the count. 5-4 the score. Although, interestingly enough, I mentioned this, the gold team with 6 hits, the black team with just 4. Pitch on its way inside. Nice job by Sipple to lay off. Ball 3 to count. Sipple wearing number 6. Still batting, or pitching, excuse me, is Kelsey Ogun. This one just missing out of the zone, so nice job there by Sipple to draw the walk. And now the gold team has a runner on base now with no one down, and the Yawk batter coming to the plate here in the 6th frame. I believe it's her second at bat, if I'm not mistaken. Pitch in there for strike 1. Josh Schreckengoss back here. This is Michaela Spoonhoward
Great name.
Outfielder, sporting number 5. No balls, 1 strike the count to Spoonhauer. I'm going to say, did she get a hit? I think she did. We don't get the luxury of having game changer for this, so.
That'd be an interesting one.
So a count now, no balls, 2 strikes to Spoonhauer. Nifty helmet there, too, by Spoonhauer. I like that. Facing Kelsey Ogan from Butler, and a swing and a miss. Ogan had a little bit of a rough start to that last inning, but she's really buckled down and looked nice here in those last few bats and able to strike out the Yawk product there. And now the left-handed swinging Penn Hills batter will come to the plate.
Whoa.
This is London Irish. Irish takes strike 1. Her teammate, Penn Hills, stands down at first base. That's Lauren Sipple. Five to 4 the score. Black team leading the gold team thanks to 4 runs in the last half inning. Also should note the gold team, also the home team, had scored a run in each of the first 4 innings, held scoreless for the first time there in the 5th inning. 1-1 count to Irish. She swings and misses. Strike 2. With 1 down here. Top of inning number 6. Plum High School, the venue here for this Western PA All-Star game on High Top Sports Network. Ogan facing Irish. That one just missing. Run the count even, 2-2. Ooh. Getting bit by a gnat. They're starting to come in.
Don't like that.
Oh man, I see him in my peripheral.
I have insect repellent in my golf bag.
That you do.
It's
I think it actually attracts bugs.
It does not.
I think it attracts them.
I think that you're skeptical of a wonderful product.
Oh man, definitely getting eaten alive now. And
Yeah, I just felt one.
London Irish able to fight that one off, keep the count even, 2-2, 1 down. Again, her teammate standing at first base, the fellow Penn Hills now alum. I assume everybody's an alum of these schools now.
Yeah. Going back for a second senior year, I don't think you can do that.
If you had a year of eligibility, couldn't you?
Oh,
If
maybe.
you didn't play your freshman year.
True.
My mom should have failed me on purpose.
My mom should have kept me where I was supposed to be.
Yeah, your birthday later in the school year calendar.
September.
Yeah, so you could have gone either way. According to you, your mother choosing wrong.
She ruined my athletic dreams.
Oh, and Blue, man, oh man,
He's just laughing him off.
we're
right
going to
now.
name an MVP after this game, and right now the leader in the clubhouse is my man behind home plate. He's taken 3 now off the grill, also known as his mask. But also getting a piece of that was Irish. She's battling now too. She's stayed alive to see quite a few pitches from Ogan. 2-2 the count. 1 out. Runner at first base, pitch on its way, and Irish is going to get this one, and she's going to get there safely because she is just motoring down the line. Boy, oh boy, not a chance there at the hot corner because by the time that ball was corralled, Irish was pretty much already at first base.
Yeah, you got to let that one bounce foul. It was heading that way, I think.
I don't know. That was about a good 2 feet, 2.5 feet, I think, inside the. Unless that had some.
I thought
good
it
English
did.
on it.
I mean, coming off a lefty's bat.
Not Irish, get it? I said that had some good English on it.
I see what you did there.
Yes. Now
Yeah.
Madison Baker
Oof.
will stand in. Yeah, Josh, I don't know. It's been close, but I think that you don't want to let that one go. She was charging quite hard, so. Chartiers Valley third baseman there at Galazzi. Madison Baker now standing in. 2 runners on base. She fouls this one back towards the first base dugout. No balls, 2 strikes. Oh,
No, it's just a standalone.
Ogun winds up in the pitch, striking out Baker on a strikeout looking. So now 2 down. Is it? There were 2 outs before, but I could be wrong. Not sure. What was the rule that you were told, Josh? Everybody gets at least 1 at bat? Is that what the goal was?
Yeah. That's what I heard.
The Bethel Park batter now standing in. This is the... I think this is Belinda Bova, if I'm not mistaken. That one snatched in at first base. Nice job to snare that one for out number 3. So Bova will leave Emma Paul standing on deck and send us to the bottom of inning number 6 with your score. The black team 5, the gold team 4 here in this Western PA Softball All-Star Bash on High Top Sports Network. Presented by Armstrong Indoor Athletics. Again, check Armstrong Indoor Athletics out online. If you're looking for a great place to host something that you need a larger venue, they do that too. The indoor baseball park. It's an actual baseball park indoors. They have it at AIA, Armstrong Indoor Athletics. It's a great place to really get your cuts in. I always mention it's a great place to go when the weather isn't exactly great in the wintertime to continue to get those baseball activities in. But to be honest, Josh, today, a day like today would be another good day to take your skill to Armstrong Indoor Athletics because it's been mighty hot. And the rest of this week is going to continue to be warm as well. So make sure you take full advantage of the great resources they have at Armstrong Indoor Athletics year-round. Find out more at aia.team online today. Or visit them on Facebook.
Yeah.
Madison Baker, the aforementioned Madison Baker, will head back to the circle. Her teammate Emma Paul back in at short. Down at third base is the Fox Chapel product, Mia Dunleavy. Second base will be the Mars product, Eswine. And first base, the Laurel product, Alexis Brua. First pitch in there, a strike from Madison Baker. Fellow pitcher, that one coming back with some heat, is Kelsey Ogan, the batter. A little pitcher-on-pitcher matchup. Madison Baker out here for a second stint. Saw her earlier in the game. That one just outside, ball 2 to the Butler product. Nine runs in total here so far, and Baker kind of changing speeds there on Ogan to even the count 2-2. First batter of this 6th inning for the Gold Squad, also the home team. Baker strike out looking. Nice job there to catch the black on the outside corner for the Steffi's Country Catering backwards K. Get your grub on.
What we talked about, 8-7, what we talked about. Come on, kid.
Now, Sydney Silker, wearing that familiar number 87, stands in. The Akron sticker, nicely placed on the right side of her helmet.
Stay on it, kid. Stay on it all the way through. Come on, babe. Little knock here. Little knock.
Mike Love, give me some tidbits about make sure you check out. He's going to have his male and female players of the year, I believe, for the AK Valley. It's for baseball and softball. What day was it?
Putting everything together.
When you heard him there, yeah, putting everything together. But
Valley News Dispatch Baseball and Softball All-Stars will be published on...
make that's it.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Here, Mike, hop on. There, Josh is going to be he's working on the leader times. Mike Love's going to join me. This is a first, Mike, and I'm glad to have you on.
Well, thank you.
Sydney Selker takes a walk there. But Mike, you were saying about you're going to be publishing the. It's going to be coming in the Trib here soon. Please.
Yeah, the Valley News Dispatch softball All Stars will be putting those together. A lot of tough decisions throughout the week. From experience, watching a lot of the players in games and pouring over statistics from the season and. It's a lot of tough. It's a never easy task because there's so many incredibly talented players in the Alikiski Valley, and it's.
I have to ask you. We just saw a really good one there. Take that walk a moment ago. That, of course, Sydney Selker. Who were some names? Obviously, I think Sydney's one of the names, but who were some of the names that really jumped off the page for you watching as much softball as I know you have?
Sydney Selker, of course. Her teammate Abby DeGitis, Kara Sardina from Highlands, Mia Dunleavy, Fox Chapel, Marley Frazier from Knock. Just so many, like I said, so many talented players up and down the lineups for each of the teams this year.
As Haley Hamilton, the batter here for Indiana, she had that nice home run over center field earlier in this game. But Mike, it's great to have you on because I know you watch so much sports, and if there's one person I feel like that's in gymnasiums or at fields as much as I am, it's you. But we were talking about this briefly at the beginning of this broadcast. I don't think Western PA always gets the due it deserves when it comes to softball talent. I feel like this is a great representation of just the quality of softball that this area has. How many girls have you seen come to the plate today with a Division I or Division II sticker on the side of their helmet?
That's it, yeah. Division I, Division II, some Division III as well, and it's so good to see them, like you said, get the recognition and to be able to move on to and play in college and have that opportunity. It's just a great thing for them to continue on and to be recognized and to have college coaches and college programs recognize them for their talent. Absolutely.
And overall represent this Western PA region well, as these young ladies have here, certainly not just tonight but all year round. Madison Baker there striking out the batter a moment ago. That, of course, was Indiana's Haley Hamilton, who's a dangerous hitter. We saw her hit that nice home run over to the center field wall earlier. Now it's going to be a Shannick batter. Shannick certainly, we could talk probably all night about the accolades of that program and what it's been able to do the last few years. Once again, state champions.
State champion, 27-0, and a really powerful state championship game victory. And they had a battle again. The third matchup between Neshannock and Laurel in the state semifinals, 1-0 game. It just and this All-Star game is like many All-Star games are. It's a celebration of a season, in a kind of a relaxed, laid-back atmosphere because you have games all regular season in the playoffs, WPIAL states, that are so high intensity, high pressure, so high stakes, but then you come to an All-Star game such as this, where it's just, if someone maybe pops up to the catcher or pops up to the shortstop or might go down on strikes, but you can still laugh, you can still smile, you can still laugh and have a good time, and we've seen some amazing plays defensively, some amazing hits at the plate, and some powerful pitchers on display tonight.
Yeah, you said it perfectly. I really can't add to that because, obviously a lot of these girls are coming off the postseason and talk about tense moments of the season. When the lights are the brightest, the stage is the biggest, and this gives them a little bit of an opportunity to kind of reflect, I think, and look back at the entirety of their careers, being that they're all seniors, and kind of not only that, but get to play against maybe some of your biggest opponents, maybe some of your biggest rivals, and suddenly become teammates.
Become teammates of your
Right.
biggest rivals. And I think a lot of the players in each dugout are swapping stories. They're sharing stories, sharing memories from the season, and maybe comparing stories about games that they saw or they took part in, and just just reflecting and having a great time, spending time together. And the respect factor, I think, amongst the players here is incredible.
Yeah.
And,
I enjoy these, and I know you've covered them too. The Cager Classic being a very
Yes.
localized all-star
Yes.
game. The We Serve First Foundation volleyball all-star game put on by Tim Toy and the fine folks at the We Serve First Foundation. Another example of that. These aren't easy to do, and to get all this together, props again to the folks organizing this here at Plum.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
it's a unique thing, and it's always kind of fun. And I'm glad softball, especially, has had a chance to now kind of follow in those footsteps we just mentioned a moment ago.
And you talked about Jim Armstrong, the coach at Franklin Regional, and Coach Muncy from Avonworth, and Phil DiLeonardo from Plum, and Tom Source from Shaler, and others, and so many others that gave so much of their time and in the planning process to make this all-star game possible. And because they had a vision of, they wanted a great venue, great setting, a great opportunity for them, for all of these all the Whippeal talent to come together and and play a softball game, and just for a like I also wanted to say the crowd tonight. It's a very very large crowd. It's a very a great turnout for this game in warm temperatures at the start.
I have to note there, so these are two players that I know obviously real well. You do too. Emma
Yes.
Paul was batting there, and Sydney Selker pitching. Beamer, but they're also teammates, I believe, in their travel team, the Outlaws. But kind of a funny exchange there as Emma Paul was trotting down to first. She gave her a little juke like she was going to come get her at the mound, and of course kept walking. But that's the other thing about it. You get to see these matchups. How many times do you see a pitcher-batter matchup during the regular season? You're like, okay, these are those moments you can't look away. You got to keep watching. And suddenly here we are, put in this situation and still seeing them.
Yep.
And these are competitors.
That was something that just struck me as well. Is this is a laid-back, relaxed atmosphere, but these players are, your pride comes into play. Wanting to show everybody. A lot of eyes on them that they may not have seen them ever play during the regular season or the playoffs. And it's like, okay, I'm going to show some new eyes, some new fans, some new spectators, just what I'm all about. Whether it be at the plate, whether it be in the field, or in the circle. Yeah,
and to your point, and I hear this a lot from players and parents and people associated with schools that know the Valley quite well. You've been the heart and soul. You and my man George Guido for a long time.
George, I just talked with him this morning about a number of things. It's always great to catch up with George.
Yeah, he's tremendous, and you guys know the sports scene in the Valley probably better than anybody. And sometimes it seems like a lot of that and the talent up the Valley, the further you go, gets kind of ignored, I guess you could say, for lack of a better term. And you mentioned somebody who gets to kind of show that their skill on a little bit larger scale in front of some of those schools more centralized in the Whippeal. Sid Selker being one of them right here in the circle, having an opportunity to really put her talents on display.
Going to Akron.
Yeah.
It's going to be an Akron commit in the Mid-American Conference, and she's in the playoff game against Southmoreland, she struck out her 500th batter over the course of that game. 500 strikeouts. It's an incredible feat for any pitcher to have that, to be able to reach that milestone, and it was a great accomplishment for her in that game.
Can you recall the last to do that in your area, your coverage area, the Alakiski Valley?
Katie Armstrong.
Burrow.
Last year, she went over 600 strikeouts for a career, and she was a freshman in the 2020 season that was lost to COVID for all the spring season,
right?
Which would have been her freshman year.
So she did that in 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So shout out to Katie Armstrong, now at Gannon, correct?
Now at Gannon, yes, and she had a strong first season there, and and is looking to build build on that. And yeah, she's really doing well up there.
Yep, Mike's going to hop off. Mike, man, appreciate you. That was great. Let's do it again,
absolutely.
please.
Yeah, absolutely, no problem.
Mike Love just dishing out some stats and information there that certainly imparting his knowledge on me there. Thanks to Mike, it's awesome. A moment ago, Sid Selker walking the Laurel batter. I believe that was. Josh Schreckengoss getting some photos. Man, all kinds of stuff going on here. Sid Selker still pitching. North Hills product at the plate, if I'm not mistaken, for this black squad. Yeah, always nice to see Mike, and never really get a chance to talk to him on the air, and that was certainly a joy of mine. Thanks again to Mike. Make sure you check out, as he mentioned, his male and female athletes upcoming on, like I said, Sunday. And Selker with a big K there, battling back after the walk and the plunking of Emma Paul. She stands at second. So now 2 runners on, 1 down. Top of inning number 7. And the Shaler batter filling that Selker heat, coming in tight on her. Selker certainly can ramp it up there. And don't get to catch Sid from this vantage point too often. But the velocity on full display here. Number 87. Shaler batter, Bella Nubel. Strike there, even the count, 1-1. Paul down at third now. She had a knack for catching teams snapping. And I believe it was one of the playoff games this year. Oh boy, that one coming back here hot. But if you're not paying attention, Emma Paul will take full advantage. She's obviously uber athletic and talented and gifted in that respect, but also the head on her shoulders makes her the kind of athlete that she is, the supreme athlete that she is. And when you pair those two things together, boy, oh boy, look out. Josh Schreckengust getting some photos for the Leader Times. Make sure you check that out again. Online and in print, daily, except Sundays. Selker lets something off of that one. For a ball, 2-2 the count, 1 down. Runners at second and third. Top of inning number 7. This one's going to be blooped over the head of DeGitis at short. Emma Paul will score, and down to third, the Laurel product, and getting down to second was Mooble from Shaler. Shaler product there doing a nice job of driving in a run. Making a 6-4 game, a little bit of an insurance run there for the black squad. Now Trinity Seibel will come to the plate, Kiski area Cavalier. So now a big spot for the Kiski batter facing Sydney Selker. 6-4 the score. Still just 1 down. Runners at second and third. Surrounded by, there's a pitch off the glove of the catcher, but nice job getting back to it to prevent the runner from third breaking for home. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And now she will break for home. She's going to slide in there safely under the tag of Selker for a second run. Make it a 7-4 game now in favor of the black team. That was Alex Brewer that scored, I believe. Yep, that was indeed. Yeah, good call. That was the Laurel product. Brewer, catcher, sporting number 34. So, but unfortunately then, they strike out for the Kiski product, Trinity Seibel. Make it 2 outs, and now with a runner on and 2 down, Southmoreland batter will come to the plate. Madison Brown, for pitcher in the order for the Black Squad, who leads 7-4. Six hits for each team. Oops. A total of 11 runs scored. That one again off the glove of the catcher for a strike. That's sort of a layer of this we didn't talk about, Josh. You're kind of curious. The relationship between a pitcher and a catcher is unique in sports. Probably as unique as any, because you work so much and work so closely together. And, you know, when you have somebody like Sid Selkirk can fire it in there pretty hard, it's probably quite a task for the catcher to have to just be kind of thrust into that.
Yeah, that's why they're called mates. I think that's the only appropriate way to describe a pitcher and a catcher. They are mates, a battery mate, you know. And we saw a couple of years ago, not this season, but last season, Isabella Atherton and Cameron Sprankle calling their own games for Armstrong. And that's not something that happens at the high school level, but that speaks to the level of closeness that the pitcher and the catcher have. Are we done?
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know. They had there's a tag for the first base bag. I'm going to say that maybe they didn't think that she touched first, or maybe it was a foul ball. I'm not sure, but they definitely cleaned things up, touched the bag at first base, and the out was called. So, not sure what happened there, but Selker gets out of it. And now the bottom of the seventh upon us, Josh. And you were told 9 innings, yes?
Yes, I was.
We're through 6.5.
Let's
smells skunk.
Smell skunk? I had smelled fried food earlier.
You smell skunk?
I did, yeah.
Not a very nice smell. That's why it's a defense mechanism of theirs.
We've encountered it being dog owners in our lives. You know, we've encountered the odor. I remember one time my chocolate lab, Sadie, I took her out for a late night walk, and we got out the front door of my house. And I saw the skunk before Sadie did, and I pulled her back, but it was too late. She was sprayed, and it was a bad, bad night. I had to throw a very nice carpet rug that was under the dining room table. I had to throw that away. And the next day, I washed her all night long. I had shampoo. We used the old tomato juice, vinegar, all that stuff. And it didn't really work. The next morning, when I got up to go to work, I thought, everyone is going to smell skunk on me. But luckily, I wasn't too terrible. The skunk odor, I think, just permeated my nose. For better or for worse, I could smell it. But I don't think everybody else could smell it. Because I asked about 40 people. Hey, do you smell skunk? Do you smell skunk? Oh, that one down the line, left field, going to be short, coming over, unable.
Sorry, Josh.
No, that's all right.
Mike and I were just talking about the format here. We're not entirely sure, but
I was talking about my dog getting skunked.
If they go 9 innings, Mike made a point. He's exactly right that a lot of these girls are not unfamiliar to some extra inning contest and having to kind of play a little bit extra, and it's format aside, it's last chance to display your skill on this level and with your school's name on your jersey, and a lot of these girls I'm sure want to do that. Is strike out there of the Avonworth batter. So this is going to be our next batter in the order is Bell Vernon's. That was Riley Gray, by the way. Catcher, now the first baseman, Gracie Sokol, Bell Vernon product, I believe. This one fouled back. Count now 0-2. This one blooped. Some English on that one. Throw to first. Nice play there by the second baseman from Shaler. Bella Mubel able to adjust on that ball that was slicing and make the throw across her body for the out. Now 2 down. And now the Chartiers Valley Colt will come to the plate. This is going to be Caitlin O'Farrell, I believe. Yep, because Sokol was last. And Ali Giordano of Neshannock on deck if you can get to her in this inning. But in the meantime, the Chartiers Valley product faces a no ball, 1 strike count, 2 down. No one on. Surrounded by newspaper guys. Josh working on the Leader Times to my left. Mike working on a story for the Valley News Dispatch, right, Mike? Is that going to be? Yep.
Rest in power, Willie Mays.
Willie Mays passed away. Wow, Willie Mays. The Greensburg Tribune Review as well. But Josh is saying Willie Mays passed away. So,
93.
93, Willie Mays passed away. Oh, he did. Yeah, today. There you go. Probably I think, top 3 greatest baseball.
I think he did, actually.
Yeah. I put him in my top 3.
Some recognition of him recently might have been that he might have turned recently.
The godfather of Barry Bonds. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Rest in power, King.
No doubt about that. Yeah, he's up there now with all those guys that he played with. He lived a long time.
Yeah, Henry Aaron just passed away last year or the year before. I can't remember. Now, Willie Mays, sad to hear that, but what a life lived by the great outfielder, Giants history, Willie Mays.
Say hey, kid.
Dead at the age of 93.
Gone.
I put him in my top 3.
All-time baseball players?
Mm-hmm.
That's a tough one. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He was. Yeah,
there you go.
A month ago.
Just a little over a month ago.
Yeah, May 6th, the Say Hey Kid.
May 6th, 1931.
And then today.
Westfield, Alabama.
Yeah. So yeah, a life well lived. But sad to hear of his passing. But as I always say, not a lot of people get the chance to spend 93 years on this earth. So
No.
he's one of the lucky ones, and certainly be missed. And he made his contributions on the diamond. Certainly, maybe one of the best catches of all time.
1954 World Series.
Polo Grounds, right?
Over the shoulder, yep.
Man, that ball had to have been spanked.
And turned around
'Cause
and whipped it back into the infield, kept the runners where they were.
How far is the fence in center field of the Polo Grounds?
It was like 460, something like it was.
It was a poke.
It was a long way. They all those old stadiums, they would have like one huge part. Like Forbes Field center field was just ridiculous.
So we are now in the 7th, the bottom of the 7th, I believe. We're definitely going to be playing some more, looks like.
Yeah.
And looks like Silker back out in the circle. All red and white teams representing the infield. Got Chartiers Valley at 3rd and 2nd. Avonworth at 1st, and Mohawk at short. Swing and a miss there. Silker firing that one past the first batter here. Making a no ball, 1 strike count. Top of the 7th inning. That one just missing for ball 1. So I'm noticing, Josh, here, it looks like some switching around here. There's Colts on opposite sides now.
Really?
I don't think that was the case all night.
I don't think so either. Unless, they both the same uniform?
Yep, look at third base. Look at him. They're the batter. Yep.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Maybe an effort to try to make sure that everybody gets the adequate amount of time out there and chances at the plate. So I'm going to guess this is Caitlin O'Farrell. Yes, I believe it is. Yep. Nope. That's number 2. At this point, anybody's guess is as good as mine. Nope. Yeah, not sure. But strikeout nonetheless by Sid Selker. And that will bring up the Mars batter. Saw her get on base last time, Stephanie Eswine. The Fightin' Planet. Not fighting.
No.
There's no G. There's an apostrophe
There
after
is.
the N, but there's no G.
Listen, you call them fighting. You're incorrect.
Yeah. You would be mistaken, my friend.
Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but
Yeah, if you've been spelling fighting this whole time,
it's not appropriate.
nope.
In fact, it's kind of insulting. I think if a person, if I go up to David Bednar,
I know if I was a planet and I was called fighting,
if I went up to David Bednar and said, "Oh man, the Fighting Planets, I sure love that high school sport."
he'd hit you with a 99-mile-per-hour fastball. Right in the-
I'd be renegaded before I even knew it.
Yep, 100%. Meanwhile, Sid Selker missing there with the ball. Count 1-1 after the strike on her first pitch. Sid back out there after the last inning in the circle. Almost sit on the mound. A little check swing there.
Oh, that
one hopper,
yes.
nicely played, and
Umpire called an out there. It was a little snow cone there at the.
yeah, excuse me, swing there. And talk about those matchups that you watch during the regular season and you can't look away. Well, here's one right now, as Sydney Selker will face Pugh.
I'm going to get some pictures.
Okay. You didn't get any of that last time? Okay, he's gone. There he goes. He's got a camera, and he's on a mission, and he almost falls. But the matchup now, Pugh, Selker, pitch on its way, fastball catching the outside corner for strike one.
Oh, I did. Oh, you did get it? Okay.
So Pugh behind in the count now.
Yeah,
0-1, 2 down, no one on. Selker fires home, that one low in the zone. Pugh wisely lays off.
When they came in after the 1 inning, I grabbed them real quick.
Back there catching now
Caught some comments.
is Parad, the Neshannock product. Selker fires home to Parad. This one, Pugh sends a sky-high foul ball back for strike number 2. Count now 1-2 to the Armstrong first baseman, Jesse Pugh, facing down the Route 28 rival, Sydney Selker. I say, Sid, one of the rare numbers in high school sports getting that high, especially softball, 87. You won't see that in uniform often, but Sid, you got that kind of skill, you can ask for 87. That one bouncing way before the plate, but having enough motion on it to get Pugh to swing and miss for the out. Nice job there by Sydney Selker to get the strikeout. Parad able to clean things up and throw down to first for the out. So that
Great pitch
concludes.
by Sid there to get Jesse.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That had to have some downward motion on it
Almost
to
looked like a knuckleball. It was like it floated and then just dropped.
Had Pugh fold on it, thus the swing and miss. But nice job there by Sid Selker to retire the black team, I believe, in order. 1, 2, 3. So now on to the bottom of the 7th, and I should note that's probably the last time we're going to see Sid Selker in a Freeport uniform.
Yeah, kind of bittersweet.
Yeah, bittersweet indeed. Remember her freshman year. First got to see her in volleyball. Remember talking to the legend himself, Tom Phillips.
Oh, man, that guy.
He's the captain of this ship now.
Oh, he is. He's always has been, really.
Yeah, he's talk about just regardless of sport, one of the better coaches, the best coaches in the Whippeal. And this past year, 2 years ago actually, he was inducted in the Armstrong County Sports Hall of Fame and also the Whippeal Hall of Fame, I believe. And
It was the Ali Kiski.
Ali Kiski, excuse me. Well, Whippeal probably should be on the resume here eventually for Coach Phillips. But
Yeah, if he's not already in, get it done.
point being is, I remember him talking about Sid, and we were like, is this a transfer? I think we first asked him, we're like, no. He's like, nope, that's a freshman. And she's built on that and built on it more, and that's why she's going to be taking her talents to Akron here in the fall. So congratulations to Sid. If that's the last time we get to see her on a field in a Freeport uniform, it's fitting that she got a strikeout. So now back to things here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 7-4 game in favor of the black squad. And then a Shannock batter slapping it to first to the Laurel first baseman for the out. That was a Shannock batter. I think it was Giordano. That was Ali Giordano grounding out to first for the first out. And now we're going to have Marta Galazzi, takes the first pitch foul down the first base line. So count now, no balls and a strike, one down to Galazzi. Back out in the circle for the Black Squad is Bethel Park's Mackenzie Wade. This one foul. Johnny on the spot there was the Shaler product, Bella Mooble. Joining Mooble in the infield is Emma Paul at short. Stephanie Eswine at second. Down at first, we made that nice play just a bit ago. A Laurel product.
Pick it up early, 2-3. Pick it up early, kid. Come on.
Autumn Boyd, I believe that is. No, it's either Boyd or Brua. Pitch from Wade on its way for strike three. Nice job there by Wade to retire the first two batters here in the bottom of the seventh inning and bring up the Mohawk batter for the Gold Squad, Maya McGreal. Holds back on that one wisely, according to Blue. Pitches a ball. 1-0 the count to Mohawk batter. I said Maya McGrill. There's two Mohawk batters or players in this roster, actually. I'm not sure which is which. There's also Erica Young. It might be Young. Maybe it is. I do believe that it might be. So a 3-0 count, two down. Pitch on its way, high out of the zone. Nice job to hold back there, and a walk in the third at bat here of this seventh inning. And it'll give another Freeport product an opportunity. The left-handed swinging Abby DeGitis will stand in. Shortstop as well. Yeah, yep, that was Erica Young batting last because they're going in order. Nice and orderly for the Gold Squad. DeGitis now up. Shea Bailey on deck. First pitch in there for a strike. Second pitch on its way outside for a ball. 1-1 the count. Runner at first base, two down. Bottom of the seventh inning. Here this first ever Western PA softball all-star clash. Plum High School. The scene. Game was supposed to start at 8 o'clock. Started a little bit after that.
No, earlier. We got
earlier. I'm sorry. Yep.
Yeah.
I apologize. Probably like a quarter till, I'd say almost.
I think it was almost like, yeah, it was early. 15 minutes at least.
2 balls, 1 to strike the count. DeGitis possibly seeing her. Oh, that one slapped hard back to Wade. She snares it and throws on to first for the out. And
we're lining up. I think this is eighth inning. Yeah, finished.
No, 7th. Oh no, it's 8th.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm just discombobulated.
That's all right. It happens.
Thanks for being a friend.
Thank you for being a friend.
So yeah, the teams will line up, and that will conclude this one, I do believe. So a comeback victory by the Black Squad, thanks to 4 runs in that 5th inning, propel them to a 7-4 victory. 6 hits for both sides. And boy, oh boy, a lot to reflect upon. Hard to pick really a player of the game. I'm still going to maybe stick with my first instinct, and that was the gentleman behind the plate calling balls and strikes.
Oh yeah, Blue.
He got jacked a couple times. But
he was consistent too. I like the strike zone.
Yeah, I mean you can go a lot of ways with this one. But I'm actually going to go with Brooklyn Koch of Norwin.
Big hit. Big
hit. Had a nice, had a solid performance there out in the circle as well. So it made her contributions up and down, both sides of the plate, I guess you could say, and that's why she's going to be our Armstrong Indoor Athletics Player of the Game. Congratulations to Norwin's Brooklyn Koch with a 2-run single. That was a a really turning point, I think, in this game too, Josh, for the black team, who went into that inning trailing 3-1, and they scored 4 in that frame, and as a result, are victorious 7-4.
I think that's a great call on the Armstrong Indoor Athletics player of the game. A hit crucial to that 4-run inning, and able to get the black team out of the hole there, overcome that 3-run deficit, like you said, and ready to go. That was a cool event. I'm glad we were here for it.
So I think they gave Gold Team Defensive Player of the Game. That was for them.
Cool.
And that was, of course, the pitcher, Madison Zigarovich. And then also, too, well-deserved, the offensive player of that team, Jasine Sanders, with that
big home run.
Yep. That was just a laser beam. It looked like it was out of a scene from the Jetsons.
Yeah. Those little flying cars, they have a vapor trail behind them, which is exactly what her home run had behind it, was a vapor trail. That thing was out of here in a hurry.
Yeah, it was so fast, you look directly at it and burn your eyes off.
Is it?
Yep.
I dig it.
So that was the defensive and offensive players of the game. Now for the black team, it looks like defensive player is going to be Laurel's. There's 2 Laurel players. I think this is going to be Alexis Brula. And then the other is, I believe it's Brooklyn Koch, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So congratulations, Brooklyn Koch. She got 2 accolades tonight. She got Offensive Player of the Game for the black team, and also the High Top Sports Network Armstrong Indoor Athletics Player of the Game.
Yeah, so cool.
But, yeah, a lot of talent on the scene here tonight. What a joy it was to bring it to you. Officially shuts the book, excuse me, Josh, on the 2023-24 school year. And, man, what a school year it was. A lot of great games we got to see here on High Top Sports Network. Really grateful to be present for a lot of those. And no better way to end the school year officially than an all-star game featuring some excellent athletes that we've been fortunate to watch for the last 4 years and broadcast here on High Top Sports Network. Think of the Emma Pauls, the Jesse Pughs, the Sid Selkers, the Abby Jajitises of the world, and it didn't disappoint. Certainly, I think it's an event that's only going to get better and better here. And again, shout out to all the organizers involved, folks we mentioned, and Mike Love mentioned earlier too. Don't want to start naming too many names because I know there's a lot of folks that deserve some credit behind the scenes, but it's just a great event. I'm really glad it was put on, and it's only going to, I think, continue to get better here, Josh.
Amen to that, brother.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's it. That's all, folks.
That's all there is.
We'll put a bow on the 2023-24 school year. We will certainly have some stuff for you here on High Top Sports Network. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and all of our social media platforms. We're going to have some stuff for you this summer. Make sure you check out our big announcement tomorrow. We're going to have a little event planned here in July that we'd love for you to attend and take part in. So make sure you're finding us on our social media platforms. Also, too, we're going to be doing a fall schedule release here in short order as well. And just a lot of good things upcoming here as we prepare for the 2024-25
Oh, man, that's not real.
School year, yeah.
Is that a real number?
Hard to believe, but we will be getting stuff ready for that as summer is short-lived. And we're already almost through June, believe it or not. June 18th, I believe, today.
I don't believe it.
Yep, it is indeed June 18th. So that about wraps it up. Thank you guys for your continued viewership and support all year long. You guys are the best. We love broadcasting for you and bringing these games. We know it's not always easy to make it to them, and that's why we do what we do. I also want to thank our sponsors, namely here tonight, Armstrong Indoor Athletics. Thank you to Keith Schaefer, Pete Harmon, just the great folks at Armstrong Indoor Athletics. We are so grateful for their support. And grateful to just have crossed paths with people like that. We're so lucky, and there's so many names we can name that we feel that way about. But boy, their belief in us makes us wake up every day and work hard and try to do the best we can to spotlight these student athletes and provide the kind of content that we strive to do. So thank you to Armstrong Indoor Athletics for being tonight's official broadcast partner. And as we said, thank you guys for tuning in. It means a lot to us. We know that You got a lot of ways to spend your time, and you spend it with us, and we are grateful for it. So thank you greatly for that. Thank you, Josh, for being on the mic.
You're welcome.
Thanks
Thank
to
you.
Mike Love as well, to hop
Oh,
on
Mike,
there.
yeah, finally got him on the mic. Mike on the mic after years
And we got him on there. It was
of
great.
browbeating.
I think we got more in store with Mike. I think we'll get him on there again.
Boom.
Yep. And, yeah, that wraps it up. Thanks, guys, again. We'll see you guys